It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we've got the Bengals, reigning league MVP. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Bengals and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team...
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Williams to return. The 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 more yards there and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. The Bengals at 6-2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Downing. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back to throw now on 1st down. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Now back to throw. Touchdown Bengals! Jamar Chase, an 18-yard touchdown grab, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, then you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
On play action, Prescott. Able to avoid him at the 40. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
At the Bengals' 37-yard line.
Here's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
1st down, Cowboy.
Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Puka Nacua, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll run on first down. Downing slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard.
He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now. Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line.
8-yard pickup. And the Cowboy 1st down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll throw again. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
1st down, Dallas.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
1st down, Cowboys.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2nd and 6.
At the 22-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Aubrey now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else win your routes. You got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Dak on the option left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Prescott yet again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14.
Bengals 14.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw to Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Downing. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down, Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the return will stop right around the 25. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hollywood Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone. Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, and the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Jonathan Mingo with a touchdown catch from Bryce Young. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Brock Purdy.
Okay,
We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here
to begin
with
the
a
half,
victory.
and we will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Prescott now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
That goes for a gain of 31.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll come up 2nd and 7. On play action, Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And a throw there going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Jamar Chase over to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things could really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. They'll try the left side. Downing. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Downing. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to Troutman right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st down, Downing. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Brought down on the play by Deron Bland. This is 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
McPherson for the Bengals field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had it because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, 22 yards, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and finally the haymaker to put that drive away.
Aubrey Good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Williams now on the return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him. Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Back to throw here. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Prescott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
Here's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
First down, Cowboys.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, it will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
That is caught.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And again, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Here we go on 4th down, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah. Touchdown!
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The Cowboys on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott off play action. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
DeMar being overshown, the one to bring him down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They're going to look to throw.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll run on 1st down. Downing
to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 28-yard line.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Right back to Njoku.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
3rd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengals down by 11, a minute 51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Pass complete to Higgins.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Now 2nd and 4.
Back to throw.
At the 26-yard line.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Greg Newsom.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Dallas, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.